Did you know that you had a brand tone of voice? Let's find out what it is. Hi everyone, it's Colin here from Pixels Inc. Earlier on this year, I did a presentation at the Content Marketing Academy conference in Edinburgh on brand tone of voice. I compiled that presentation together as a video and I'd like to show it to you today. Hello! Yo! What's up? Good day to you. How do you do? You alright? Greetings. Just like saying hello, there are many ways to say the same thing to your audience. One thing that you really need when you're conveying your brand's message to your audience is a consistent brand tone of voice. So what is a brand tone of voice? Tone of voice is simply the way you speak to your audience through the written word. It guides what you say in writing and how you say it over all of your communications, be that print or digital. Tone of voice is important because it gives your brand character and identity. It makes you familiar and unique, and most importantly, it helps to build trust and credibility with your audience. All of these come together to form the basis of the personality of your brand. And with a brand personality, you can build relationships with your audience, making them loyal customers and advocates of your brand. When it comes to controlling your tone of voice, this is where the small business has a bit of an advantage in that it will only be one or two people creating the content. It is much easier to have a consistency of tone. With a larger business, you may have numerous people creating content for different platforms. Imagine it being like a karaoke. You can have 3 people all singing the same lyrics on screen, but they won't necessarily sing it to the same tune. One person might be singing the blues, one might be singing pop, and the third might be heavy metal. What you really need is for every one of the people in your business to be singing in the same band, and most importantly, all singing along to the same tune. You just have to decide what that tune is going to be. Imagine your brand is a person and make a list of the traits and values that it embodies. Try to pin down what's unique and special about you. What is your point of difference? Think about your company values and get everyone in the business to give their thoughts. That will generate a ton of ideas. Imagine your target audience is in the room. How would you tell them about your company? What kind of language would you use? Would it be formal or would it be informal? Some examples of that. Let's say you were advertising a job. You could say, "We wish to inform you of a new vacancy that has opened up in our organisation." Or you could say, "Watch out, we're chucking a job opportunity your way. You want to grab it?" Try to avoid using jargon. It may be part of your day-to-day language, but the chances are it isn't for your audience. Put together a list of your industry terms, and if you're 95% sure your audience will know it, then that's cool. If not though, change it to something that they will understand. Next up, we've got some examples of different brand tone of voice in advertising. Our first example is innocent. Little tasty drinks. What type of tone of voice do you think that Innocent have in their marketing? Do you think it's formal or do you think it's informal? Let's have a look at some examples. We can see that Innocent have a fun, simple, friendly, and warm brand tone of voice to attract their audience. If we move on to the next example, which is Brewdog, do we think Brewdog will have the same tone of voice as Innocent? Let's take a look at some of their advertising. We can see here that Brewdog are completely different. They are edgy, they're cheeky, entertaining, confrontational, and quite irreverent to their audience. What I've done is I've compiled a summary in the next 3 slides of everything that we've talked about here, which will help you to focus on what you need to do to create your own brand tone of voice. So the first thing you need to look at is your business. How clear are you on your business purpose? The next thing is your audience. You need to have a great understanding of your audience, their lifestyle, their beliefs, their hopes, what turns them on, what turns them off. The third thing is your service or your product. How do you differ? How does your service or product differ from your competitors? What problem does it solve? What value does it add? These 3 things come together to give your brand tone of voice. I hope you found that useful, and I hope that you now have the knowledge and the techniques that you can improve your own brand tone of voice so that your customers are getting a consistent message from yourselves. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and make sure you share it with your friends and colleagues. So until next time, stay creative.